Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, four crazy rescue dogs, rescue cat, and rescue guinea pig, who likes who likes to capture his spare time, has gone back to school to learn ASL, and is trying to train for Ironman. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message. It boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem. And if you're returning, you already know the crazy you're in for. So go ahead and grab your drink and sit on back and let's have at it. Um, it's midweek. It's not even midweek. It's Monday, and you just saw me yesterday, and I totally get this. So you're probably going, "What in the heck is that woman doing now?" Well, band class was canceled today because we are expecting more ice. It's freezing here in Michigan. So I thought I've been debating and going back and forth and going, nah, do I do a WIP parade or no WIP parade? WIP parade, no WIP parade. Well, I decided we're doing a WIP parade. Here, now. And I got a ton. Far more than I think I should. So our goal this year. So when I go through these, I will tell you if I've got multiple piles, because this does not include things that are kitted up but that I have not stitched on. These are only things that have actual stitches on it. As I go through there, I will tell you if it is like on my 12 by 12, if it's my focus for 24 finishes in 24, and we'll see where we're at. I will also tell you that, and I'm not sure that they're in my pile anymore, but if I'm going to just ditch something, sometimes things happen. So first up in our WIP review is my darling Rosie. Rosie is on my 24 and 24. She's the number one to get done. We are currently sitting at 75.5% done on Miss Rosie. If you know, you know. So she's probably my number one WIP focus right now. I don't know. Okay. Like, where do I even start? I have bags everywhere. Okay. Next up is my Epic Wizard of Oz, where I am combining all of the Brooks books, Wizard of Oz characters. I should have made one of the kids volunteered them to help me. Okay, so this is going to be the center, and then around this will be all of the Brooks books characters. I'm stitching the center 2/2 on some sort of even weave. The characters will be stitched 1/1. This is on my 24 and 24. And then if there is room, which I'm not 100% sure there will be, I have a beautiful quote that will go with it. So this goes in my 24 and 24 pile. Next up is my festive Friday right now. It is almost done. I just had that little orange ribbon. I am going to stitch the ribbon. Y'all have talked me into it. I'm going to stitch the ribbon. So that's all that's left is this yellow, this orange and white ribbon that goes underneath here. This is on my 24 and 24. And on my... I'll tell you some things too on WIP Go. And so far, I don't think anything is on that we've seen is on WIP Go. To be honest with you, I don't necessarily remember what's on my WIP Go board. You'd think I would, but I don't. Okay. Next up is my Sorority Saturday stitch. I am an Alpha Gamma Delta alumni, and this one is stitched on one more reproduction fabric from Be Stitch Me. It is a 32 count Joblin. I love this fabric. And by the way, Thank you, Zan, who alerted me before I even realized, like before the message even came up on Facebook. I won fabric from Be Stitch Me, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful glacier linen, and I have zero clue as of right now what I'm going to stitch on it, but we all know I'll find something. I don't know. I'll find something. Okay, so this is where we're at. This is one of my focus in 2024 and 24. On this fabric, I'm also going to do one of the Celtic ladies. I'm going to do an Alpha Gamma Delta conversion. Our colors are red, buff, and green, otherwise affectionately known as red, buff, red, yellow, and gold. Like this mustard, like this kind of yellow, yellowy gold. So I'm going to convert her dress, and then I should have enough room up here to throw in. I've already done the quirky Quaker squirrel for my ornaments that I'm setting off, but I should have enough to do a Quaker squirrel for myself. And I think I even have enough of this fabric to do the JBW French country squirrel, which I love. For those of you who are not familiar with Alpha Gamma Delta, our mascot is a squirrel. I didn't pick him. Okay. Next up is Simple Gifts by Praiseworthy Designs. This is the Courage Cell. I'm stitching this. I started this at StitchCon. Or right after StitchCon. I don't know. But I'm not stitching it in pinks, as you all know. It's been a while since I pulled this out. This is not on my 24 and 24 unless I finish stuff and still have room, because I would still like to see this done. And I've made some really good progress. I have more than one page, just over a page done. I believe that is, if I've counted right, if I've numbers are right, these are the edges. So I am doing them primarily in the colors for intracranial hypertension, which is a condition I have, as well as this teal color for well, there's white in here for miscarriage. The teal is for PCOS and for sexual assault survivors. So this is really all about me. And the initials, I am changing the initials as I go along to my friends who have also are battling some of the same things. So while it is not a focus in 24, I am still hoping that maybe with some other good stitching, if I get through my list of 20 and 24, because some of them are smaller, that this is on my list to go next. Next up is the stocking for my son, who, we refer to this as Vanessa's stocking because it says Vanessa, obviously. It won't say Vanessa when I'm done with it. It will say William. That is my son's name. So that is where we are right now. This is on my WIP Go board, but I don't think it's on my 24 and 24 sale or list. But it is on WIP Go. As is Beans, but Beans isn't even started yet. Oh, and I found my missing patterns that I wanted to start. This is one of my new starts for this year. I have a couple new starts. So one is the lavender and lace. Okay, so one is the Santa Claus with the 3 angels, and then this is the other, and I'm going to put them together so that they smush like this. I was worried that there's no border. I don't want to stitch a Christmas tree. No. So I was worried that there was nothing to kind of anchor them, because I don't want to do this fancy border. And I believe I was talking to Sue, who helped me pick out fabric down at keepsakes when I was down there. I have the fabric. She suggested taking this border up here and just stitching it down here underneath, all the way across, like coming from, and then that would help anchor it. And I think she nailed that. So this is I don't know what the heck. I need to get I want to get a really pretty project bag for both of my Santa Claus and my Celtic Noel Christmas tree mashup. So I have all of that. I don't have the flosses yet. So that's what I have. Like I said, I have a few new starts slated. Both of those Christmas pieces are slated as new starts this year. I think I have like 6 that I'm planning on doing. Okay, so in here is my Wiener Wednesday project. If you're new here, we do Wiener Wednesdays where we stitch on wiener dog projects, because why wouldn't you stitch on wiener dog projects? They're fun, and Plum Street Samplers have the best ones. And I am hoping that Paulette from Plum Street Sampler will let Jeanette from the Blue Flower post her Day of the Dead conversion on one of these, because it's amazing and I want to stitch it. So, but right now we're working our way through turkey sausage. I do have every single one of the Plum Street Sampler ones, and I am just stitching this one on some khaki caramel 14 count Aida. I seem to be stitching them all on 14 count Aida, which is fine because it's easy to stitch on, and it's going to make a great size. This is, I think, the 3rd one I'm completing. So this is on my 24 and 24. As you can tell, I have the giganto pumpkin flower thing here and turkey. So that's there. So ideally on Wednesdays I stitch wiener dog projects. So when that one is finished, I will work on, it's by River Drift House. It's called Mini Long Dogs. And I've already started this one. It's got 2 repeats. I'm only going to stitch the 1 repeat. This is also on my 24 and 24. And then already kitted up here next, is Wiener Wonderland. Winter Wienerland. Let me rename them. Let me rename your patterns for you people, because clearly you don't know how to name your patterns. I'm going to rename them. Or maybe I just can't read. I don't know. It's Winter Wienerland. That will be next up. Also in here, I have not put all of the Plum Street ones in here, but I do have them. I've also got the Frankie and Finley from Stacy Nash Designs are in here. So I clearly have lots of wiener dog projects. So we will be stitching Wiener Wednesday for some time now. We're not even touching the surface, y'all. Okay. In here is Monopoly. I am working on this for my son. And because my son is who he is, God love him, we're changing it to music themed. I'm pretty sure this is on WIP Go. I'm making my way through. I was graciously gifted as well this booklet. I love this. So that I can fill in some of the blanks with the appropriate music symbols. This is going to be so time saving and such a help, and I can't thank you enough. So I think, I know this is on WIP Go. I want to say it's a 24 and 24. I don't know. Okay, this is just the flosses. Just the flosses. Okay. Got some big mama jammas. This this is the periodic table I am doing for my daughter. It is 96 inches wide by 60 inches wide. This is not on my 24 and 24, but it is on my WIP board. And I know it's on here for two, I believe it's on the board for 2 different squares. I got quite a bit done this last year, but honestly, I have no way of showing this to you. So if you want to see it all, you're going to have to go check out my Instagram. There's no easy way to show this. This may be finished in the year of 2050,000 of our Lord and Savior. I'm not even guaranteeing it by then. Maybe the year of 32,000. I don't know. Okay. Next up is Jeep Van Gogh. This is a pattern I had charted for myself before I knew how to do it. And it's Van Gogh Starry Night, and then it's the red Jeep in the corner. So, I don't even think that this is on, I know it's not on my 24 focus. I don't even know that it's on my WIP board, I will be honest. I don't think. But I did a restart this last year. I don't know that we even got technically the actual page finish. I think we might be, or we're pretty darn close. Clearly I don't know how to count down for borders, but this should be all the way over. I do need to spend some time. I have to, because it is freaking me out, the fact that I'm so close to the border. I stitch in hand, so it's not so much an issue of can I fit it in a hoop and still stitch on the bottom. That's not an issue. It's more of I'm terrified because I know that it's not going to get done anytime soon, that it's going to unravel and be too close, and it's also really, really close for finishing. And so I need to serge or zigzag the edge and then attach some excuse me, just attach some muslin or something. Nothing major. Okay. Hold, please. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Next up is, hold, please. Okay, I think I got it. Next up, this is on, is it on WIP? It may be on WIP. It's definitely on my 24 and 24. I'm hoping to have it done before Christmas. Long before Christmas, I'll be honest. But this is a picture conversion of my friend's parents. I think we're nearing like 20%. So that's Kay and Dennis. That is her favorite picture of them together. So that's kind of cool. How did I get so many? Y'all need to stop encouraging me to start new things. We need to get some of this. We need to get this shit done. I am not getting any younger, and this is insanity already. I'm like, this is just the little bin that's by my table that we're not even technically all the way through. We're getting there, but whew, okay. This is my Pandemic by Long Dog Sampler. I'm stitching this on a 14 count Aida, and somehow I took a big project and thought, why not make it even more more. And so I made Pandemic by Long Dog a full coverage. What the? because I'm me. Okay. So this is not on my 24 and 24. This is not on my, I don't even think it made WIP go. But my goal is, I think if I've counted, I've got it a little bit more. I think this is all the way across. This is 2 pages down, or just about to. Oh, please let me get them to take care of the dogs. Okay. So this is not 24 and 24. This is not on WIP Go, but my hope is to potentially get at least the tan in to the halfway point this year. Ideally even the blue, but that would be a lot. Okay. We're almost to the done of one bin. Almost. Okay. Sometimes my bags are really fancy. I know you all get jealous of my bags. This one is by Menorah. It has a lovely Ziploc top. In here is my tattooed Santa Mermaid. He is on my 24 and 24 to be done, because all I have left to do on this baby is back stitching. Now I say that, but he has back stitching in 4 different colors, and sometimes it's 1 strand, sometimes it's 2 strands, and sometimes it's even 3 strands. He is very heavily back stitched because he's supposed to be all tatted up and everything, plus you've got all his tails. So, but if the Lord is on my side, he will be done before Christmas. Because and if all goes well, the designer on Etsy is going to be coming out with the female Mrs. Claus to go with him. My ding dong dog, I set my big full coverages on the floor here next to me, and my ding dong dogs are laying on them. Okay, let's see, what is this? Oh, this is my Schoolhouse Rocks sale from the Black Needle Society. This is on my, if I finish my list of 24, this is one of the contenders to get bumped up into that spot. I really do love this sale. I know you can't tell, but I do. Next up is my Modern Folk Embroidery Fruits of Plenty sale. If I recall, this is from 2021. Could be 2022. I think it's 2021. I made it to over halfway done, and my goal this year on this is on my 24 and 24, is to finish this baby. It is just stitched on a, I'm going to go with 16 count Ada. Like I said, we're just over 50% done. That was my goal for last year. My goal this year is to finish it. Okay. Lizzie, no. Okay, in here is my daughter's stocking. It's not even started. It's not even started. I have all the flosses. I also have, I believe, all the flosses to do Mrs. Claus, Tropical Mrs. Claus for me, and Pirate Santa stocking as well. I know that bean stocking is on my WIP Go board as one of the squares. But in bean stocking, welcome to my world where everything falls and nothing is stable. It's all good. Bean stocking is on my WIP Go board. So let me put you on pause. I'm gonna put those back kind of where they belong. I don't know that they really have a home. And then I'll pick up with the next pile. Okay, we're back. I will say that, and I didn't say that as I was going along, and I do apologize. I have one WIP that is older than 2020. But everything else is besides the one, everything has been started before 2020 or after 2020. I'll try to get better about saying that. Okay. I don't know if this is on my 24 and 24. I could just pull it up. I mean, it's like, duh, it's a Word document right on my computer. Hang on. It is not. Okay. So it is not slated to be finished this year, but I'm going to be honest with you. I really just need to get it done. We made great progress when I restarted it last year on my 52 card WIP pickup, and that's the Purple Pumpkin Halloween. It's a freebie, and it is a freebie from Michaela Lerner. That's what it will be when it's done. One day. But not today. I would like I said, I would like to get that done sooner than later, though. Okay. Next up is by I'm gonna kiss a fool. My nose is itchy. Old wives' tale. Next up is The Wonders of the Solar Systems by Climbing Goat Studio. She makes fantastic patterns. If you're not familiar with her, you really should go and check them out. They're fantastic. This is on my 24 and 24. I got it to load into Pattern Keeper this last year, and that was a lifesaver. That really helped it go along. For a while there, I was debating about my fabric. I think I have it. Yeah. I was debating my fabric choice, and that kind of stalled me. And Bella's just like, just go with it, Mom. It's all good. And since it's for her, if she loves it, I love it. So when I started last year, when I came into last year, I think we were working on this one. And then I knocked out, and part of maybe, I don't know. I know I got these 3 for sure done last year. But I want to say I also knocked out a 4th one. Regardless, it is on my 24 and 24 to be finished this year. What I should do is put my 24 and 24 in my bin here. And take the things that aren't in my 24 by 24 and put them in the appropriate spots. But that's too much work. And, we all know how I work. I work sort of backwards, and I do the difficult stuff first, and then I come up with a better way to simplify and make it easier. But right now, we're just trudging along. Okay. Lizzie, go lay down. Okay. In here is hold. Okay. This is the Addams Family Sal. I self-dyed my Ada. It's on a 14 count Ada. It will be really cool when it's done. Is it slated to be done next year or this year? Nope. For some reason, I don't gravitate towards it. I mean, like, literally, that's all I have done. That's it. And it's a huge pattern. And I think if I could get it to load into Pattern Keeper, I would be more inclined to work on it. But right now, I haven't done that, and maybe that's the mission. So this may be a 25, I don't know. I keep going, maybe I should just not stitch it. Originally, my friend Emily and I were going to stitch it together. And she's not stitching it right now. She's working on other stuff, which I 100% understand, and I'm not faulting her for it. But I wonder if maybe that's my part of my stall, and then the whole, like, then you've got to figure out the papers, and are the papers in order, the paper chart, because it's a PDF that you print off, and I don't know. I don't know what my problem is. But if anybody knows what my problem is, let me know. Let me know. Okay. In here is, and this is not on my 24 and 24. This is not on WIP Go, nothing. And it really, this is one I really would like to get done sooner than later. I love Matryoshka dolls. And if, in case you can't tell with my kitchen curtains and stuff, I collect them. I have a little small collection of them. The Polish girl in me loves them. So this was a sale from Lakeside Needle. And yeah, so I made it to January, February, started March. Though those girls, and I have not done the back stitching on any of them. These girls are they're big girls. They're like, you wouldn't think that they are, but they are a lot of stitching. Will it be cute as heck when it's done? Absolutely it will be. Will it get done this year? No, it absolutely will not be. Oh, my poor Maisie's now down and laying on my spots. Okay. I hang them in my room on a roll. I have like some of those wire shelving, and so that's why they're on. Okay, so this is interesting. Ooh, doggy. Okay, so this is the reindeer from Nora Corbett, and I had started Rudolph. I got the counting all off. I've messed it up. I actually have taken this off my WIP list. So I'm a little surprised actually that I still have it all together. Is this slated to even be touched this year? No. Do I think I'm going to touch it? No. Would I love to have them all done, the reindeer? Yes. With the sled and everything, sleigh, yes. I think they're gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. Do I think I'm actually going to stitch it? No. Okay. This is a beautiful Ruth Bader Ginsburg bag from Lynn X Stitches. I love this bag. In this bag is One Nation Under God from Twin Peak Primitus. She's a biggie. Woo! She a big one. Big mama jamma. And I started her 2021, I want to say. This is the piece of fabric that she goes on. It's just a dove gray Ada in, let's see, I would probably say a 16 count. That's the eagle up top. That's the one wing. That's as far as I've gotten. Do I love this? Yes. Will it get stitched? Yes. Will it get stitched this year? Highly doubt it. There are ones that are closer to being done because literally all I have is the one wing. And this is, I think because of the size, it's 329 by 310. I think that if I had the pattern on Pattern Keeper, I'd be more inclined to grab it. I have realized that, especially for big projects, I really do enjoy Pattern Keeper. Okay. Okay. Is she? I don't even have I don't have the cover picture. This is Kirsten, the Arctic Ocean Mermaid from Meridian Designs. I love this. I did decide I'm going to do a color conversion on her skin so that she looks like me, because she's a voluptuous mermaid, and I love that. Is this on my 24 and 24? No. Is it on WIP Go? Or not unless. Now I say that she's not a designated square. I have several squares that are viewer's choice. So now if this is one of those that you guys pick on a month where one of those numbers is called, then absolutely I'll work on her. But all I've gotten in is the Kreinik up top. I have all of her stuff, and if you recall, that was the whole big thing. Is I don't know what I did with her beads originally and some of her Kreinik, and I had to get it all back in. I have it all in. It's in the bag. It's there. Okay. Oy, oy, oy. This is another one where I would love to get it done, and I don't know why my brain blanks. I'm working on it. I don't know. I am doing a color conversion on Lady of the Flag. She's not on WIP Go. She doesn't have a designated square on WIP Go. She did not get touched at all this last year. I love her. I have some mistakes in here, but I'm like, they're fixable. It's not like it's a life or death, so you know. I did debate for a while restarting her, but I think I'm too far along to really do that. And I can fudge and get her done. But she's not on any of my boards or lists for this next year. Okay, let's see. Oh. In here are all of my sheep from Bent Creek. This is good to pull out. If you recall, I just finished summer. So in my bag, I have Lucky, Autumn, Cheer, Boo, Free, one for Chinese New Year's, which I think I did. I started Chinese New Year's, and one for Happy Trails. So I am missing a couple in the series, so I'll have to work on that. I know I'm missing the turkey one. Yeah, Gertie Gobble. I know I'm missing Gertie Gobble, and then the Mother's and the Father's Day one. I think maybe the only ones I'm missing. These go pretty fast. They're usually like a weekend if I'm like got a good weekend stitching. Are they officially on any of my lists? No. Do I want to get them done sooner than later? Yes. So what I may do is go ahead and leave out Chinese New Year, which, if I recall, is February 20th for Lunar New Year. Correct me if I'm wrong. We all know I suck at holidays. Okay. All right, up next is, I love this bag. This is my special gift from my friend Stephanie, and in here is my wonderful pattern Summertime. This is on my 24 and 24 to get done, ideally before StitchCon weekend B. Is that possible? Well, yes, anything is possible, and if I'd actually pull it out and work on it, it would be even more possible. It is stitched on beautiful fabric that was gifted to me by another dear sweet friend, Nicole. I have some, y'all spoil me. This was my first time ever I learned how to stitch on linen. Is it perfect? No. Is it perfect for me? Absolutely it is. I don't have that much more to go. This is on my 24 and 24. To get it done. I have all the stuffs. I am just doing the call for DMC. So I really and truly, I just have like this center section in here. I think if I just sat down over the court, like after Rosie is done. Rosie comes before everything. Right now. If I just sat down with it and just kind of, I almost want to say monogamously stitched it, it should be done fairly quickly. Okay, this is Tree of Life by Barbara Anna. I had bought the whole kit. I swapped out the fabric because at that point I didn't know how to stitch on linen. Am I going to restart it? No, I am not. Y'all are insane if you think that's going to happen. This is not, it's not on WIP Go. It's not on my 24 and 24, but I would like it done sooner than later. I have the Christmas one as well, but I won't start the Christmas one until this one is done. And so many of these, like, really and truly, if I would just sit and focus instead of being like a squirrel with their, at a rave, I'd have shit done. I will say I've been really fighting the urge to start a new project, and that's been very difficult for me. Okay. So this is actually not a me project, but I've inherited it, and that's fine. My friend Lori started it. It's the two wolves. They're gorgeous. Absolutely stinking gorgeous. Have I put a single stitch in this? No. I need to sit down and I have all of, I went and got all the flosses for it. She started it. I think maybe this way. I need to sit down and make a working copy and cross out the stitches and see where I'm at. My goal is not this year. Is anybody making a list of like things I say I'm going to finish like in 2025? This should go on something in 2025 to really push to get it done so that I can send it back to Lori as a present. That is my intention with that one. Okay. What is this? Okay, this is my Magic Study by Hade. I have the one that was limited edition. There is a newer one out. It's got a slightly different coloring. I'm not doing that one. I am doing this on 18 count Ada. That's as far as I got. It's not on any of my boards for this year. Okay. This is another one. This is one of those projects where I don't understand why I don't go to stitch it more often and why it's not done. I literally, I don't know. It's the unicorn. Dog. It is the Trans Pride Tapestry by D's 20 Stitches. And it's got the big unicorn in it. And I do love it. And I made some great progress on it. In fact, that is the start of the unicorn. So is this on any of my boards? No. Not for this year. Does that mean it, like, if somebody, when I do the, viewer's choice kind of thing, I guess it could call to work on, which would be really good, but this is my oldest WIP. Last year I finished the other oldest WIP, which was the little girl embroidery. This is my second oldest, so now this is my oldest WIP. I have to do at least I don't have to do any of them. Let's just be clear. This is a gift from my mother. I started this years ago. Initially, she wanted 8. She is not getting 8 from me. I have 2 done. I'm hoping to finish 2 more. They're placemats. Lizzie. Okay, look at this. Can you see that? It's curved. I actually sewed so much with my needle that it's bent. Am I going to give it away? No, because it's one of my favorite needles. I have no idea the brand or anything. Lady, you need to have a seat. Can somebody get Lizzie food? I think that's why she's barking. Okay. So my goal this year, and it is on my WIP Go board, and it is on my 24 and 24, is to do 2 more of these. This was the local needle workshop that this pattern is from is closed. I have permission to copy her pattern or whatever I need to do to get this finished, so that's not a problem. So my goal is to get my mother to make 2 more of these this year so that I can be done with this project. The gremlin that bees. I think I have enough Ada placemats, Ada square. To make 8, I think was the original goal, but I'm settling for 4. And if she keeps up her stuff, she's only getting 2, and that's going to be it. And then I'm done with it. So, that's how that goes. I don't even know if my mother remembers that I'm making these for her. Okay. This is actually, so here's the funniest part about this pattern. Okay, so this is my pattern that I designed. It is this ASL sign for friendship. I started stitching the pattern on a piece of linen that was given to me by Janet. And I have not finished it. However, I have sold the pattern, and the person who bought it from me has already stitched it. And it stitches up beautifully, and I cannot wait to do that. So is this on my 24 and 24? No. Is it on my WIP Go board? No. Do I want it done this year? Yes. How is it going to happen? I don't know. Magic. Somebody send a freaking elf over to my house and get this shit done for me, please. Seriously. Okay. Alright. Next up, these are my 12 by 12. And they're actually on my 24 and 24 as well. So first up is my donkey ornament. It is by Tiny Modernist. Sure you've seen it. I'm only stitching one. I'm changing the colors of the flowers. So there's that. So that's WIP. And then on the same piece of fabric over here, I started stitching Clementine from the Frosted Pumpkin. Clementine is part of a partner. Her partner is Coulter the fox. So that will also go on here. So there's my donkey. And there's Clementine. This is on a piece of 18 count Ada in the color Mock Turtle from Wonderland Hand Dyed Fabrics. It's beautiful. It is such a pretty fabric. So those are both on my 24 and 24 as well as my 12 by 12. I keep my ornaments, and like I said, I'm having a blast stitching them. There are several more that have not, there's a couple more that haven't been started that are in here that are all kitted up. For example, the Polar Plunge series from Hands On Design is in here. Coulter, the Autumn Lane Stitchery, Santa, Mrs. Claus, blah, blah, blah is in here. Some from Patty at Four Boys and an L Girl are in here. The Heat Miser and Snow Miser are in here. So I just have them all. Let me see what else is done. Oh, they're really cute. These are in here because I fell in love with Mrs. Claus, made by Michelle. Oreo got my bin. Michelle from Made by Michelle McGraw stitched Mrs. Claus, fell in love with her, had to track down the pattern. That was not easy. So I've just been keeping like ornaments in here, and that's where I have all my, I have all the flosses for the kits in here. On these I love these acrylic rings. I need to get a bunch more. So that's all in here. So when I'm like, I kind of just need one of those, like, I'm going to stick my sheep in here. When I want a quick start finish kind of thing, that's the bin I grab. So hold please. I'm going to grab the last bin. I know. Thank you for being patient with me. Whew. Okay, we are down to the last bag. Okay. Well, this is the flosses for this project. Maybe the rest of the project, or the actual project, is still in my bag. Okay. This is for my son. I believe it is on my WIP Go board. I think it is. I don't know. It is the Marvelous Mystery Map cell from Ink Circles, where you have to have the dice and you roll to see what you're doing. Yeah. So that's where we're at. We got some water going in there. Yeah. We got a frame. This is on 14 count Ada that I copy, chai tea dyed, threw it in the oven, played patty cake with it. It used to smell still like chai tea. It no longer does. It is not Do I hope to work on it? Yes. Is it slated for a finish this year? Nope. Nope, it is not. This is Peace and Light by Satsuma Street. I think I finally got it to load up into Pattern Keeper. It is on a piece of Be Stitch Me. I didn't realize that. Interesting. Aquarius by Be Stitch Me in a 28 count linen. Who am I? Like, apparently I decided that I am a linen stitcher and I am stitching all the things on the linens. I will say that this is difficult to stitch on. Between the sparkles and the it's a darker fabric, so I have jacked up the inside of the flower a little bit. I'm going to fudge it and carry on. Is this slated on any of my boards right now? No, sadly it is not. And that makes me sad. Okay. Next up, I was like, where is it? There's everything else in here. Okay. Let's just wad up fabric and shove it in a bag. Because that's what apparently Kelly does. I believe I have Santa's Travels. This was a Sal, and I actually started it with the Sal in the year of 2021, the year where Kelly joined every freaking Sal I think that there was out there and finished absolutely none of them. I believe this is on my Focus 24 and 24. I mean, for the love of all, I have the blocks. I have to finish this block. And then there's one more row of three. So I have, this one's over half done. So I have 4 more blocks and then this beautiful berry border. So that is on my 24 and 24 to work on. In my wiener dog bag. The irony that the wiener dog projects are not in a wiener dog bag. I don't know why I don't have a bigger wiener dog bag. I mean, this is so teeny. Anyways, this is my Peppermint Purple Blackwork Sal from 2021. It's gorgeous. I am stitching it in just some random blue DMCs. So I'm glad I'm pulling this out. I don't know how long down it will take. I think it's going to take this whole thing. So my goal is, and it's a good thing I've pulled this out, is that I'm just going to start stitching a block a week. And so that by the end of the year, I'll have it done. Now, as of right now, it's okay that I haven't done any because I have 6 blocks done in it as sort of free pass weeks. So I'm going to leave this up here. The blocks don't, I shouldn't say that. Once you get into a groove with them, the blocks don't take long. It's getting that groove. And I wonder if it wouldn't have been, to some degree, somewhat easier if I had done it on a linen. But back then I didn't know how to stitch on linen, so it's not on linen, and I'm not going to change it now. So that's just where we're at with that. Okay, this is a Clouds Factory Sal from, oh wait, guess it, you know you want to. And if you said 2021, oh my god, you're right. And guess what didn't get finished? The Sal. So this is There Is No Planet B by Clouds Factory. It's just on a piece of white 14 count Aida. I worked on this last year because it got called in 52 WIP pickup, and I knocked out, actually I got quite a bit done because when I had first started it, my okapi wasn't even done. So I got him done. I got the tree finished. The owl is in. The little, I don't know what this is offhand. I think it's a ferret. I don't know. They're all endangered animals. And now this, I believe, is starting a vulture. I don't think this is on any of my boards. I don't think it is. This, I got it quite a bit done last year. I made it to, I think we're, what, 5% done? 10% done? I know I got a page finished. I had to rip out a bunch, if you recall. I didn't get it all back in, but I got it all ripped out where I messed up. This is Buffet Mat by Unconventional Cross Stitch. I'm stitching this as a gift for a friend of mine. It may be done in the year of 2050,000. Listen, if I'm going to stitch a gift for you, you don't get to say when it's done. Not unless it's a small. Like if it's a genuine small, okay, then you may get to negotiate a little bit with me. But if I'm stitching something that big, you don't get to say. It gets done when it gets done. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Okay. In here is the Self-Love Sampler by Birdie's Crossing. I know I have over a page done. I want to love this. I want to love this piece. And this is on, it is on my board. Like if I finish a bunch of things that I would like to see this done in 2024, it's not the primary 24 in 24, but maybe. I want to love this. I don't know why I don't. I think maybe because like you can hardly see this. You can hardly see it in person either. So that's like a whole phrase. And it's like, I don't know. Somebody tell me why I'm not in love with it. Because by all accounts, I should absolutely love this piece. I love the messages on it. I love the colors that I've picked. But for some reason, I kind of just want it done. Um, this is another WIP that I inherited, which is fine. It's home from the Fat Quarter Shop. I inherited this from Candace K, who sent me the lovely, all the accoutrements. I picked up the DMC flosses. But there's a cute little needle minder. Which actually reminds me of the lip balms from when we were kids, like the lip smackers. That's what it will look like one day. It is stitched on a piece of fabric flare fabric. What is nice, I will say this, Candace and I at least stitch our X's the same way. And for that, I am eternally grateful because I won't have to adjust because she sent me what she had done. I do really like it. I actually have somebody in mind for it. But it's not one that I have been gravitating to pick up. I love this piece. Oh, poor pattern. It is Hugs by Barbara Laverly. I don't know why I don't pick this piece up. I absolutely love it. I love the artwork. I actually have shared this book that the artwork is from with several people. And it's one of my favorite children's stories books. And it's called Mama, Will You Love Me by Barbara Laverly. And she's an Alaskan artist. And it's gorgeous. That's all I've gotten done. The mama's hair, the baby's hair. What is wrong with me? I think too, part of it was a lot of these were started because I wanted to always have stuff to show when we were doing the floss tube with Stitch Life, which is great. And I miss doing that in a lot of respects. But I think it put some pressure on me to always have a new start. And I think that what I'm seeing is between that and my ADHD now, I have a bunch of things that I really want to get done, but I have a lot of things. So, okay, so here's the bookcase. The bookcase by Galliana Samplers. She's now designing for historic stick mooster. But remember, I had panicked. I have stitched all the way down, so I'm okay, fabric wise. Thank goodness. Woo! I'm stitching this in a variegated sulky. I will say I am not a big fan of sulky. I do love the coverage. What I don't like is it comes on a spool, which is fine. First of all, I'm not somebody who loves heavily variegated flosses. I get stumped up by them because I tend to I do the sewing method and I sew like as far across as I can and then come back. When you're using a heavily variegated, what that ends up looking like is almost like it's muddy to me. You don't get the joy of the variegation. So then I have to change the way I'm stitching. But I also don't like when you take this off, it's all curlied. So would I like to see this done sooner than later? Yes. Is it going to get done this year? No. What? Okay. In this is my Lizzie Kate strings. I have all of the strings. I even went back and got the kitty one because we got Houdini after I got the rest of them. I have, oh please, this is ridiculous. Okay, so I have all of them. I have stitched several of them. I have 5 more to go apparently. I have the Buzzy string, the Doggy string, the Spooky string, Mary string, and Snowy string. I will tell you that when I was stitching them, the rest of them, they stitched up in a couple days. I mean, like they're fast stitches. So I have 3 of them done. I have the Easter one, the autumn one, and the kitty one. So that's where we're at. I still have, so I should have room for all 5 of them. And then I'm just gonna do them on one big frame kind of thing and flip them out and magnet, like we do. Like you do the things, but it's not on any of my schedules or anything. I don't want it. Okay, what is this? It's funny, we were just talking about the little guy the other day. These are alphabet box for Bruno. I've got A done. The finger spelling A, so ASL. And then he's got a capital A, and it's an axolotl. Are they set to be finished this year? Well, I hope so because Bruno's over 6 months old now. He's a little chunk. He's a happy guy. He is such a happy guy. So I need to get those done for him. Okay. In here is Ask Not by the Resting Eagle. Is this on my schedule to get done this year? No. Should it be? Yes. So this will hopefully in the year of 2025. Oh, this is the threads for Buffet mat. So that's cool. Okay, this is the last one that I have in my hands, which means I'm not sure where Dreamtime's fabric is. But this is I've dyed this fabric. I restarted this fabric. I've restarted this project. It is the Epic Disney Princess Sal by Clouds Factory. And then Yvonne she's no longer on Etsy, so I guess it doesn't matter what her shop name was charting a bunch of the other movies, which I have purchased them all. And then, so I'm kind of doing everything. And then somebody else in the group had charted the castle for Maleficent, which I love Maleficent. She's my favorite villain. So I've kind of changed my top. So, that's where we're at. Yeah. There's still some back stitching to do for both of them. Yvonne had recharted Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty's castle so that they were a little bit more accurate. So I stitched Yvonne's version. Yvonne version. And then the one that was shared in the Stitch Along group on Facebook from Maleficent. I am a huge Disney fanatic. So do I want... What killed me was I accidentally cut the bottom of this fabric, thinking it was a different piece that was similarly dyed. And I just kind of... It crushed my soul. And so then I couldn't bring... I don't know. I didn't work on it for a while. So is it on any of my boards this year? No. So right now we are slated for... Oh, you know what's missing is the French horn. I just saw it recently. So on my WIP Go board, we are going to focus on the ant placemats, Kay and Dennis, the planet cell, William's French horn piece, the periodic table, William's stocking and Bella's stocking, Santa's travels, and that's what I have right now. And then for my 24 and 24, my focus to finish this year for 24 and 24 is Rosie, Kay and Dennis, my Alpha Gamma Delta sorority crest, turkey sausage, Halloween parade, the Modern Folk embroidery cell, 2 more ant placemats. Oh, Monopoly is on here to get finished. The Peppermint purple blackwork cell, my Mermaid Santa, my Oz, the Space cell, mini long dogs. I've already finished the Peppermint Doxy ornament. I've already finished Be Mine ornament. Let's see, to finish Summertime, the Donkey ornament. Danny and Sandy ornament is already finished and FFO'd. The Up couple is already finished and FFO'd. The Fox couple, so both Clementine and Coulter. The Heat Miser, the Snow Miser. The Brooks Grinch ornament, which will be a new start. And the Max ornament, which is a new start. If I get those finished, and I'm still pushing towards the end of the year, my goal is to also finish out the Self-Love Sampler, the Schoolhouse Rock Cell, the Courage Sampler. Oh, I do have one more over here to show you. This is a 3D ornament. When it's finished, it will be. That'll be fun. It's a gingerbread house. So there's that. So that's on my push. So the curve cell and then this one will those last 4 are the if I get the other ones done to do. I think what stops me on this one is the fact that there is just a boatload of backstitching, and you can tell like the backstitching really and truly does make a huge difference. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but Lord have mercy, there is just a ton of it, and you can't really see the white stitches, and I'm kind of okay with that. But then I still have to, so I have to stitch 2 sides, finish the back stitching on this side, finish 2 more sides, and then I have to still stitch the roof. Lord. So it's a lot. So we have an ambitious year as far as the 24, like the 24 and 24, there's a good mix in smalls and, things that are close, or things that, like, I've got a definite plan to get them done. And then there's some that we're going to have to really kind of keep pushing along and plodding along to get done. I have also, in there, slated to start at this point the Lavender and Lace Santa, the Lavender and Lace Christmas mashup, High Tides, Toes in the Water, my crab flag, my American Quaker flag, and then the Grinch and Max ornaments. So that's 8 new starts technically. So there's that. If my WIP sheet, if I don't count the reindeer, which I had taken it off my WIP sheet, and without the new starts being added, the 6 new starts added, I have listed in here, and I may be missing a couple ornaments. No, I'm not. Right now I have 52 WIPs. So my goal is to end up with far less than that by the end of the year. So there you have it. That's what I'm working on as far as I can remember. Like I said, I didn't grab, apparently, the French horn, and I think that's the only one that I didn't show you guys. So if you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you. And we will see you back on either Sunday or Monday for our regular floss tube. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or ideas, let me know, and we'll go from there. So remember, you are smart, you are beautiful, you are cherished and appreciated, you are wanted, you are loved. You are helpful, and you matter. So, I'll see you later.